Good afternoon, everybody. So last week I was watching Superman, and after taking a minute, I realized that a lot of it reminds me of the animated show My Adventures with Superman, starring Jack Quaid as Superman and Alice Lee as Lois Lane. But then again, I guess it's kind of because they follow the same comics, such as All-Star Superman and a few tributes to the original films, and trying to add some modern day characterizations and whatnot. Except this time it's not. Well, part of it was Lex Luthor was manipulating people into thinking Superman was a threat, but in the film's case, he did it with technology. He from Krypton, whereas in the TV show, Brainiac was messing up Kara and some other stuff I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But in the end, Superman was a young adult, and he found a way to reconcile both being a Kryptonian and being a person of Earth, overcome his flaws, save the day, and carry off Lois Lane into the sunset, and then wake up the next morning, go to the Daily Planet, and do it all over again. I really like this Superman. And it's not just because of Superman, it's also because Rachel Brosnahan brought some spunk and cuteness to Lois Lane while trying to understand that dating a guy like Clark Kent has its flaws, just like every other relationship, even if you are 6 feet tall and strong enough to carry pretty much a whole planet. It was also great to see the former Beast actor Nicholas Hoult play Lex Luthor. He was so domineering and calculating and doing something current like manipulating technology to the press and whatnot. And he had some nods to Gene Hackman's Lex Luthor, while finding a way to make it its own. Now, that's one of the reasons to love the film as a whole, is because not just because it's a throwback to some old Superman, but it has some ways of making it its own Superman, showing how hard it truly is to be Superman, how hard it is to love Superman, how hard it is to be human, and a few other things. But one thing to lighten that up is the technology courtesy of Edie Gathegi, also from X-Men First Class. This time he's playing Mr. Terrific with the T-Spears and the great technology and showing some black stem prowess, and that was amazing. There was also some funny times with Miss Tessmacher flirting with Jimmy Olsen and Jimmy just trying to do his job despite her flirting, and Krypto's recklessness, and I really wonder if there's obedience school for a super dog, even a Kryptonian super dog. But nevertheless, you gotta love the movie, whether you know Superman of the past or if you're still learning. It's always good to know that even as much as I would love to see just simple bad hero versus bad guy, you gotta admit, it kind of makes it better a little when you realize they're just as human as the rest of us, even if they are from another world. Gotta make them relatable, gotta give them flaws, gotta make them like an everyday person, and just trying to solve their problems, even if they gotta put on a cape and fly to do it. It was also funny to see the lovable jerk Guy Gardner, the not too talkative but fierce Hawk Girl, and occasionally see Ma and Pa Kent give Superman a little moral compass. And the great music, the scoring by John Murphy and David Fleming, including I'm a Punk Rocker from Cobra Style in the end credits, and who knows what else. And I'm looking forward to seeing what Superman can do next, and whatever DC can do next, such as that new Supergirl movie, and who knows what else. But thanks for everybody in the cast and crew that made Superman possible. It was worth the wait for the past few months, and I welcome anyone's comments on my blog, my Medium page, my YouTube page, or anything. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear your take, whether or not you agree with my take, and a few other things. Thank you. You will travel far, my little Kal-Els, but we will never leave you, even in the face of our death.